Hello, this is a showcase tutorial of how to create breakout rooms in your Google Meet classrooms. In a previous video, I showed you the student side where the students follow through a hyperdoc. They follow a series of links to be placed in a random group where they don't know who's in their group until they show up in the discussion meeting. So this video is to briefly show you what I have had to create prior to making this work in my class. I will create a third video that goes over some more of the details of how I put this together. So first, a brief, what is it? In Classroom, they click on a hyperdoc. That hyperdoc has a series of activities. Along the way is somewhere where they're asked to have a discussion. They click on the discussion link, it takes them to a class list. When they click on their name, they land on a page with the group assignment. This page can have a question embedded, I have video explanations, discussion guidelines. They click the meeting room and they enter the room to have a discussion. And then I manage this from the backside. I then manage it using a different tool, a Chrome extension, which I'll show you in just a minute. What does it look like? What do I have to create to make all that happen if you're thinking about it? So I'm going to show you what it looks like in my drive. For this year, I look at each one of the subjects, so I'm going to create discussion groups for each of the subjects. So today I'm going to show you English 3. So in English 3, first I have to create a slide for each of the 6 groups. So I have created these slides, 6 of them, for English 3. What do they look like? Well, they look like this. That's not the same as this because this is published to the web. So if you create your presentation, you then go and publish this to the web. That'll give you an address, and you can use that address for your links. Okay, so first I am creating a slide like this for each of my 6 groups. Once I've created these 6 slides, I go to each one of my groups and each one of my classes, excuse me, and I create a document that will then use the class lists and all of the links. So that document will have links to all of the rooms, it'll have links to all of the groups as a resource, but then I paste in the student list that I get from Synergy, and I have a video posted on my YouTube channel that goes over how do you get the list and post it. I go through the list, I group them, I link the name itself to the group that I want them to be in, and then I go to my class list, if you remember that, and I simply paste these names straight into this, and then it will automatically update what comes out here. So this class list allows me to group them however I want, to move them between different groups and control that from the back side, so that when they're in the document and they click on this and they look at that group list, today they may be sent to group 2, tomorrow they may be sent to group 4, and nobody knows who they're going to land with. So in my drive, I have to have both this class list document, I have to have the actual document that has the student list with all of them linked to those places. So let's say they get to that place, they click enter meeting room, and they go in there. So now all my students have gone to these 6 groups at the appropriate time. Now what do I do as a teacher on the other side? Well, this is where I use a tool called, it's a Chrome extension called Breakout Rooms. And so Breakout Rooms is developed by this guy, Robert. He's done an excellent job. He just put out another version 2 days ago, and he says he's working on new things as we speak. So he has excellent embedded instructions. There are videos that he's put up. He's got all the resources you need to figure out how to link this up and to set it up for your class. You can use this Chrome extension as a standalone. You don't have to do any of my slides or class lists. You can simply use this extension, go through his steps and have breakout rooms that you can manage through this. I've only created these other steps because I want to have a different way for students to enter these rooms. I wanted a different student view than what he created. But once you work through this, in my case I have all this set up in this extension. When you launch it, I simply click Open Breakouts, and it will automatically open up all 6 of these rooms that the students have gone to. It will automatically mute Mate, and it will go through one by one and join the groups to see who is in there. So as it's joining the groups in this tiled version, this gives me a number of tools that help me manage these different things. First of all, it gives me control over each individual group. I can mute what I hear from that group. I can control my mic and camera in only that group. But it also gives me one-click access to all 6 of them. I can mute all 6 of them so I can't hear anything, turn on the mic for all 6, turn on my camera for all 6 simultaneously. Instead of having to click each one, I can do this on all of them. Control my mic, my camera, and my speaker, or do it individually. So this is really nice. Also, it has this great tool down at the bottom. I can mute all participants in a given group. So let's say that I'm monitoring the groups and there's a particular student who becomes inappropriate. Not only can I just mute him, I can mute everybody in the room so that I can then speak to them all. I can also remove everybody from that room, or I can remove everybody from all of the rooms. So this allows me control. Within Google Meet, I can mute an individual, I can kick out an individual, but this is a nice tool because then you can just shut down the room. It also has reports down here, which basically means that I can output a text list of everybody who signed into the breakout rooms. So this can also be used as attendance. If they make it this far, enter the breakout room, then it will generate the list that they were there. Okay, so this again is a Chrome extension called Breakout Rooms, and I have integrated it with my other interface, which I developed on my own, that is based on these Google Slides. If you are interested in creating the Google Slides, or at least the same approach that I am, I will be putting up a 3rd video that goes over exactly how did I create the Google Slides and exactly how did I integrate it with breakout rooms. If you have questions, you can email me at randy_alaga@pvusd.net. Good luck making your breakout rooms.